Welcome back to part 3 of our Rocks and Minerals Lapbook. Welcome, glad to have you back. We have still the same materials that we need: our crayons, scissors, glue stick, of course our lapbook. We've already done the outside, and we've done the middle. And today we're going to do this side right here, and we're going to be talking about the properties of rocks. So the pieces that you're going to need today, I'll show you, are this one right here. Looks like 3 columns. I already colored mine in. So it starts with like streak color, light, that piece right there. And you're also going to need this one with all the little pictures on it. It has a nose at the top. It's pretty easy, a flashlight. So why don't you pause the video to go and get these 2 things. And if you want to, you can also color them right now with crayons or markers or whatever you like, and come back when you're all set. All right, well, welcome back. I'm imagining right now that you have everything you need. You have this page and this page. Now, today I did not cut these out ahead of time because it's a little tricky. This page, it looks like you would just cut this out and remove it, but you don't. You actually have to save it. So for this page right here, you're going to just cut on the outside. So we're going to fold some things. So all these words on here are properties of rocks. We've learned the properties of rocks are things that geologists can tell about rocks by using their senses. So like what a rock looks like, what it feels like, its texture, other kinds of things too. And we've already talked about those. You guys identified some properties of rocks on your own. Did you know that you can even identify the properties of rocks by their smell? Like sulfur is one that has a really, really strong smell. So you have it like this. Do not cut out the middle. You need this part because you're going to flip it over and you're going to fold it into thirds. You're going to fold it like this way, fold it so you can just see those squares and those words. So this way you just say smell, luster. Remember how shiny it is? Magnetism. Did you know that certain rocks can be magnetic and shape? And then the other side, you can color these whatever you want. This is how I colored them. Streak color, light. Remember we talked about that the other day, like transparent, translucent, opaque. Hardness. Here, I'll show you. Remember, for light, we talked about this. Opaque, translucent, transparent. Remember that? And we talked about hardness before too, with the Mohs scale, right? And feel. So anyways, this is how you do this piece of it. It should look like this, but we're not done with it. We're not done with it yet. We're going to put this part off to the side, and then we have this page. Now I colored these pictures in because, like I told you, I like to color things and I think it looks nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut out first on the outside. Let's cut out the big box. Okay, so you have the big box like this. I know that it has dotted lines all over, but wait on that. We're only going to cut straight down the middle. Okay, straight down the middle. Like this. Okay, so now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get this one again that has the names of the properties, right? We have streak color and smell and all those things. And then we're going to glue these on. So I want you to find the one that has the big nose at the top, all right? The nose. Does it have an odor? That's going to go along this left side and it's going to match up with smell. So it's going to go like this. See that? And what I'm trying to do is I see these dotted lines and I can kind of see through because the paper is translucent and I can kind of see the line on the other side. So I'm going to try and match them up. So if you do it right at the top, it's not exactly going to work. Just do the best you can of lining it up. So I need some glue. And I glue all over the piece with the nose. Make sure you get the edges this time. You'll see why in a minute. Okay. Whoops. And you're going to line this up here as best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just like that. Okay. So does it have an odor? Should line up with the word smell, right? Okay. Now we only have one more side, so we're going to glue this on. And you're going to add your glue just like this. Just exactly like this, catching the edges if you can. We're going to line it up on this side right here. Move it a little. Try that one more time. See, nobody's perfect, and that's okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, so when you fold it, it should look like this, but we're still not done. So what we're going to do next is we're actually going to cut in between these lines so it'll really be a nice lift the flap. So watch what I do next. Okay, see these dotted lines? Now we're going to cut, but not all the way through. So I'm just cutting like that. See? And I'm just going to keep on cutting like this. You know, if you mess up, that's okay. That's what tape is for. And then do the other side too. Just like this. There we go. And now it's like this wiggly, woggly thing. We're going to see, now check it out how it works though. So, as you're learning about the properties of rocks, and here are the questions that geologists ask themselves about a rock. Smell. Does it have an odor? That helps you determine it. Streak color. What's the question? What color is left when you rub it on another surface? All of these questions help geologists define what kind of rock they have. So that's pretty cool. So where does this go? We're going to take it, and in here, we're going to glue this right on here, okay? So I'm going to turn this on the back, just the blank part right here, okay? And we glue it on, just like that. And I'm centering it, and there. So geologists, as you keep exploring rocks around your home and outside, you can try and figure out what kind of rock it is by asking the properties, and it tells you what questions. Shape. What special shapes do you observe? Feel. What is the texture when you touch it? So here's another tool for you to use. All right, great. We only have one step left. I will see you next time.